That's why, guys, I have never made it to the top. My stamina and my physical abilities were great. I was one of the best in all the teams I have played in, but technical abilities, almost zero. The truth is, I didn't touch the ball for like 20 years, maybe less, but yeah. There we go. We are back at our humble lodge. Everything seems to be okay here. Everything in place. Let's see if it's warmer inside. So good to be back at our beautiful lodge by the charities. Quite cold outside. We can see winter is coming. The peaks are already covered in snow. I guess in a few weeks time the snow will reach the valley, so seems it's gonna be a long winter. Yes, I wanted to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to everyone involved in the project so far. Either we're speaking about the sporting directors, football players, old contacts of mine, coaches, marketing departments, social media departments, and so on. As you can see, I have some of the shirts here. I have some more shirts in my conference room. But I wanted to say big thank you, because obviously this summer I have cycled only 2,000 kilometers, and I have cycled only in Norway. I have visited only clubs around me, like Molde, Kristiansund, Brattvåg, Ålesund. There are clubs around here, maximum 160 kilometers to ride. But I was very impressed by some friends of mine, by some old contacts that already helped me. And you know, I haven't cycled to Britain, but I have like shirts from Chelsea, Middlesbrough, Everton, Norwich, as I said, and I'm very grateful for that. I have even shirts from Romania, even shirts from Spain, shirts from national team. Some of them are match worn, some of them are signed, some of them are club issued. I got even a lot of scarves as souvenirs from some clubs. Those I will give away for free. So if it's anyone out there that is interested on having some of the scarves, can just drop me an email. I will be more than glad to ship it. Yes, as I said, I'm going to wrap everything in the next couple of days. I'm going to pack everything. I'm going to have everything shipped to Matchworn Shirt. Their headquarters in Netherlands, where they're going to assess them, and hopefully all the shirts will be on sale before Christmas. Hopefully earlier than that, but I have this is the agreement I have with them, and I'm really grateful for. I have a shirt. The last club I have visited is Kristiansund Football Club, a very small club, actually one of the smallest clubs in Norwegian top tier. They have also one of the smallest stadiums in Norway. But small stadium with 4,000 seats, but great facilities. You can see that in my vlogs. I remember I have been given a great experience there. I have been interviewed by a journalist, a local guy from the local newspapers, about the project, and and he was he was curious to see. I mean, he knew the story of the project because he's seen it on the website. He knew I'm collecting shirts for the charities. But he was so curious to see why I give up a €1 million business just to ride the world, to live on a bike. And obviously it was quite difficult for me to answer that question, because I knew the answer in myself. But to put it in words, it was quite difficult, and I tried to explain. I'm not a business person, I have never been.
Of course, I had some very good jobs and I had run some businesses before, but I'm not quite a business person. Normally, yes, we do have almost 1 million income in sales, and obviously, if a business person has 1 million euros income or sales, his mindset will be, the next move will be, he will think how to multiply that, how he can turn 1 million into 2 millions or 3 millions or 4 millions or so on. I have never found that in myself. I have never had this thirst for financial growth, for money or for power. I was instead more curious. Of course, I enjoy the freedom. I enjoy the freedom, and sometimes the freedom is connected to the financial power, I know, but I enjoy to be a free man. Obviously, when you have such a big business, you are quite tight by the businesses and your employees and contracts and all that kind of stuff. And if you do some business with the bank and you have mortgages and stuff like that, then you're really tied up. I didn't want to have that in my life. I always had this thirst for freedom, as I said, but I also had this curiosity to see how people live in other places, what their culture are, what do they eat, how do they live, and stuff like that. So that was actually my answer. I'm not. It's quite easy for me to give up at 1 million euro business because I'm not built that way to turn 1 million into 2 millions or into 3 millions. Of course, I can do it, perhaps, but I don't want to. I know living on a bikepacking around the world will be tough. I know I'm not going to have the comfort living in the hotels and stuff like that all the time, but I know my trip has a meaning, and I'm not doing it just for myself. With all these shirts collected, for example, perhaps I can reach maybe 3, 4, maybe 5,000 euros for charities. Is not much, but it is something. So I have enjoyed the time here. The lodge has a great history, and we created such a nice atmospheres and great events. We met such nice people. This summer we had, not a long time ago, we catered for Lamborghini. They came with some VIP guests. They've been in total like 50. And they've been here like 4 or 5 days. And one of their I'm still not sure if he was one of their guests or one of their employees, but he's seen the brochure I keep around here, a flyer with information about the project. So he'd been through that, and he asked me a few more questions. And he told me, you know, Adrian, before working for Lamborghini, I used to work for Bugatti, and he used to be like a VIP customer service or so. So he said I had the chance to deliver cars to Cristiano Ronaldo, and I've got 2 signed shirts from him. And I will be more than happy to donate to your project one of the shirts, because I'm not into football, I'm not a football fan. I have just 2 signed shirts home. By Cristiano, 2 signed shirts by Cristiano Ronaldo. So his shirt is on the way. But my point is that I have met such a beautiful people and such interesting people during my time here. We are now in the process of packing everything, selling everything, and I'm pretty much done with all the paperwork. We're gonna move forward perhaps last week in December or first week of January. You know, I had this lodge on warm showers. For those that doesn't know, the warm showers platform gives you the opportunity to offer free accommodation for cyclists. It's some sort of couch surfing or so, but for cyclists. So I think I had this year about something between 20 and 30, maybe a little bit more, cyclists from all over the world, and it was so nice to hear their their stories. Some of them cycled from Berlin to North Cap, some of them cycled from North Cap to Athens, and some of them cycled from Colombia to North Cap and so on. So it was great to hear and inspiring to hear all these stories. I have realized, because we're talking about the 1 million euro business and why would someone give up at that. Well, let me, from all this experience and from all these stories, I can tell you that a backpacking trip, like a long haul trip like that, will give you something that 1 million euro or 2 million euros will not be able to provide, and that will be a PhD if you want in geography, history, culture, gastronomy if you want, geopolitical if you want. So trust me, there are so many experiences one will encounter in such a trip that you know, all these people that have been guests in my house and that I have accommodated for free, every single one of them will say that will worth it. So I'm pretty much sure my trip will worth it as well. I'm not doing it just for myself, as you know. I'm doing it for charities. If in 3 years' time I manage to collect about 200 football shirts, I think that will have that after sales, I think that will be about 40, maybe 50,000 euros that are going to the charities. So that's something I really can do. It's quite a realistic plan. As I said, the only challenge is to put my body in shape and to find the courage to hit the road. So yeah, I have seen many people that give up at their jobs, give up at very well-paid jobs. As I mentioned before, a friend of mine I have worked with in the past, he said no to a sporting director job at one of the biggest clubs in Premier League, just because he promised to a foundation that he will take the Everest challenge, and he did. So it's not everything about money in this world. It's good to have a balance anyway, and obviously you need the funds to do such a trip. But all the way, you know, working many years in a row, doing the same things, same routines. I don't know. I think we should live a little bit more now when we have the opportunity. You know, I'm not related to anything. I do not have, except my nieces and my family, I do not have my own family, so I'm still free, young and single and wild. So I can hit the road without any strings attached. I have some small technical issues, like health issues, that hopefully can be fixed before my departure. And that's it for now. I'm so looking forward to it. There are some Europa League games that I would like to attend this year. Unfortunately, I cannot do it by bike because it will take too much time and logistics to ship the bike from here to Britain or to Spain where the games are. But I'm going to still use the flights and the plane together. Hopefully we're going to meet some players. Hopefully we're going to get some more shirts. And hopefully, as I said, all the shirts will be available for sale on matchwornshirt.com by the end of December. So that's it for now from the lodge. I'm trying to finish my tea because at the beginning it was really hot. Now it's still warm. So take care. Have a nice day, everyone. If anyone has done a trip like that and have any tips, please feel free to drop me an email or a comment in the comment section.